Hello, I'd like to welcome on back to Just Cause 2, which is a spooky game with a crazy clock. And you know shit's going down when there's a crazy clock involved. But clocks and craziness aside, let us depart upon our grand journey across the grandest of canyons. You know what? You wanna know what? You wanna know what? You wanna know what? I need to treat myself for a bit.
Try not to break it now.
Treat myself to a delicious pair of thrusters. It's so simple, but it is so fucking cool. Do 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 ba ba dum pow pow. I wonder how it knows that an object is to be repelled to, or that an object is to be... Oh, look at the islands coming out of the water! It's so cool! Na 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 na. Oh. Wah wah. Going at the speed of sound. Can you imagine going at the speed of sound? If you were screaming, someone wouldn't be able to hear you. You know, I recently saw the XDKC. Yeah, that's it. Is it? XKCD? It's one of those combinations of letters. I'll put the link in the description. But the guy made a comic. I forgot his name. I think something's Monroe. He made a comic in which he updated every half hour, and it's a pretty cool story. At the time, I thought it was just people building a sandcastle, and then the story changed, and I was like, holy bananas. Because I didn't find that out until recently when I was browsing uncompleted articles on the Explain XKDC XYA wiki. And that was pretty cool, because apparently he also has a little browser for it, and it was like, man, that's a pretty fancy story, and he did so many cool things with it. Especially the way that the translations worked. Because eventually they meet up with a dude who's like, I need to translate some shit. And the person only just speaks the language, and there's synonyms floating in the background that show uncertainty and interpretations and all that sort of stuff. It's really fancy. There's only 2 items here. That's gonna be a lickety-split. Yoink.
That was fun!
I think it's possible to take fall damage if you fall in that particular fashion. I really think that. Because I've never taken fall damage just falling straight down. What is this for? So guess what? The Three Kings Hotel is our next agency mission location, but I'm not going to do the agency mission. I think I've already explained that I will not. I don't think I've explained why. Okie doke, wherever this thing is, I'm already pissed off. Please don't tell me it's like on the other side of the building. It's on the other side of the building, isn't it? Sorry, the correct answer is, of course it is on the other side of the building. Why the fuck wouldn't it be on the other side of the goddamn building? Yep! And even then, it's still over there. Kinda should check up on that Skype message. It'd be polite. I'm the kind of person who leaves people hanging. I don't like being the kind of guy that leaves people hanging. Where's this next thing at? Where could it be at, is really the question. I don't like the Three Kings Hotel, if only because of these collectibles. There's Mr. Baby. But I really don't need much to find Mr. Baby. Ooh. Aww, I was hoping for an invisible. Yeah, this one's gonna be a boring one. So, yeah, unfortunately there just... I don't think there should have been a place with collectibles to begin with. Because it just doesn't gel well on a design level. Just look at this place.
It's not fun to scale this place. Like, it perfectly works in a game like Crackdown to have a big, fancy building and have you climb up it. Doesn't work so well in a game where climbing is a chore. So yeah, if you're curious, we're actually going to fight 3 bosses in the Three Kings Hotel, at the Three Kings Hotel. Each one of them will make happy and glad use of each of these large plateaus at the top. The Three Kings Hotel has several things on top of... Ha! I hit a lady. Is she a lady? I'm going to need to call you back on that one, Pete. What? Why are there 2 collectibles?
You found a case of goodness. Excellent work, Scorpio.
I think one of them is just a big tough guy, the other one has a satellite. Yeah, no, I think we only climb up one of them. The rest are either pre-climbed or you just jump over to them. Which reminds me, there's either a set piece for it, or it's actually in the sky right now. One of them attacks using aerial satellite dishes, like a sort of Hammer of Dawn mechanic. The satellite's actually an in-game object, and it's somewhere on the map. It might only load during that boss sequence. I kind of want to do this mission, but at the same time I don't, because I have a really strong suspicion as to what it is. Yep, it's a free-faller. I am horrible with those. The fuck? Do you work here? No, you look too cash for that. That lady looks like she's just here to visit. Dun 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 dun. Where's this thing at? Yeah, in case I wasn't clear when I said this wasn't going to be the most interesting place to complete, what I meant was, this isn't a very fun place to be around because the collectibles are just sort of there and there's really nothing going on for the most part.
In fact, I think I missed one. I missed something. Oh, no. I like how it isn't raining under here, though. That would have been a horrible oversight. I would have docked 17 points for that one. "17 points of Gryffindor." I would fast forward this, but you know what they say.
Alert! Reports of hostile in the area. All available units respond.
Man, it's gonna be so boring when we actually start doing the pick up every collectible game. Because that's not a very fun game to be playing. And I think you can understand why. Oh, there has got to be something in that super suspicious hill. Oh, it's a fiver. I guess I don't mind that too much. Not a big fan of the fivers, but who am I to pass judgment? Upgrading maximum health. This is a really weird settlement. I really get the idea that this island, the Three Kings Hotel is really well done. As a mission, as a level, as a setup, it works. The problem I have is that the rest of this island is barren, and there doesn't seem to be much going on, meaning that this island was added as an afterthought when they couldn't squeeze in the actual Three Kings Hotel in a logical place in space-time. Like, they had the game, they had the mechanics, they just didn't know where to put the Three Kings Hotel.
It's a tough job, but somebody's got to.
Why is this an independent settlement? Why does this independent settlement only have one thing to do? On the plus side, we can go to super suspicious Hillaruni. Let's go over to this hill. I actually want to tab out of this and see what that person with the Skype was about. I have a fading suspicion who it might be. If I'm right. Really? A truck drop? Only truck drops aren't out of the city this far. At least it's not underwater. That'd be a very big game changer. And as I predicted, there is a mobile radar set up here.
Stand back up. Alert! Alert! Enemy presence within the area. Alert! Alert!
I like how this guy always sounds very much annoyed that no one's responding. He's like, alert! Alert! Come on! Alert! Ta-na-na. Yeah, that's really it. That's it. I guess that's it then. Oh man, guess what that post was about? The answer is kinky stuff. Kinky stuff that I have no business hearing about. Like, that person and I are not on those terms, if you're curious. So I'm kinda surprised he's sharing it with me. It suffice to say, I'm a mix of grossed out and slightly amused. On the other hand, if you're a good friend, you always stay supportive. So that's what I did. You gotta keep stiff that upper lip. Especially if your name is Dexter. Man, that guy had to keep stiff an upper lip. I had never seen that stiff before.
We need air support now.
Now, don't forget my advice. Don't let that heat bar fill up too much. Go in, break a couple of toys, leave, let the heat cool down, especially when there's a helicopter on your ass. Like, I make a couple of exceptions left and right. Don't make exceptions with helicopters, kids. Helicopters are pants. They're fucking annoying. Okay, he's not following me. He's just on his casual I'm fucking out of here mission. Yeah, I assume that was just a helicopter spawn for opening the panel. It's like, yeah, didn't see anyone.
Have a visual. Requesting backup.
I'm gonna futz out of this one. And don't forget, you get heat for getting spotted. Get spotted repeatedly, and essentially you can get as high heat as you want. Simply by the virtue of getting seen.
Cover me, I'm going in. Take cover! Engaging.
Lol.
I'm moving in.
Yeah, he's hurting la.
I'm not. Why does everyone make these rash assumptions? Why does everyone think that going around solves anything?
Bleeding out.
I'm not bleeding! Nor am I bleeding outward. I'm bleeding inward in my bleeding heart. You can run, but you can't hide. I always keep thinking of that whenever the Psych thing comes up. Psych is a good theme song. I like it. I think we're getting really close to me futzing out for a bit. Letting everything cool down with some smooth jazz. I wish there was a drop button, though. That's the one thing I miss, is that you can't just interrupt your swing. You have to do this out of it, or select a new target. No, no, oh, you can... Why did I never try that? Press the button again, and it simply says, like, yep, let him go. I'm done. I always like how in most games, the feet have extra shadows. In context, that makes sense. They're the feetsies. And after all, Peach joined the party, which is a bad thing. Don't ever let that happen, kids. If Peach is on, you'll be in your party!
We have a visual. Requesting backup.
Just say no. Say no to Princess Peach to Mario Party 1. Especially on hard mode, like that is just nuts. That is absolutely bonkers. Why would you join that party? Take cover, La!
Hey, don't kill him.
They know my name? How does they know I'm the Scorpion? Wasn't that my best kept secret? That was my best kept secret. Who told? Whoever told's gonna get a big ol' boo-boo on his butt. I'll tell you one thing about boo-boos on your butt. That's not fun. It's also not meant as a joke. I know it's implied to be a joke. It's not a joke. Boo-boo on the butt is pretty much on par with the guillotine. I'm halfway there! Exciting. I'm more of a 60% man. But you know what they say. If you can't score a D minus, go for an F. Still wonder who this guy is and why he really doesn't like me. Also, do not stand in guard towers with shotguns. It is the worst combination of weapons you can pick. I don't like this base. It's split up into several compartments, none of which make any logical sense to be put in that particular situation. It's essentially set up to be as long as possible without actually giving you any content to fuck around in. Do you ever find any triggered explosives in those boxes? I think they do show up in random spawn boxes. Now, I'm one thing away from getting... They need air support. Jesus fucking Christ. They have never needed air support more than right now. They're gonna give that guy a call, and he's gonna be like...
Somebody.
Oh my fucking god, I need to leave this army. They keep calling me in. Last time the guy tripped over a button and said, "We need air support." And he told me to blow up the button. It was a lovely, polished silver button. We could have gotten money for that, but no, we gotta call in air support. Oh, great. There she is. There's the Helimopropter. Take a look at that minimap. That minimap's a cheat, man. Well, to an extent. I guess that when escaping, it's kind of unfair if you just run into a barricade. Because, you know, this game gets kind of annoying if you don't know what you're doing. It's a game about creating chaos, but having some semblance of understanding as to what entails in that chaos. Okay, if I play my cards right, I can escape heat detection. I remember sometimes helicopters just keep chasing you even when you're out of heat. They're gonna chase you and they're gonna hover there and they're ready to fire. I hate those AI lapses. The AI lapses are just the worst in general. It doesn't matter what AI you're dealing with. If they start lapsing out and they start forgetting things and they miss switches, it's annoying regardless of what, who, where, how. This one's, yeah, it's close to the road and yeah. I get the sensation this village was supposed to be larger, but it never got to that.
You have located one of our various ancestral skulls. Be most careful with it. There is powerful magic within.
Dump truck! Dump truck. I've got a dump truck. Do you have a dump truck too? Dump dump! Dump 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 truck! Dump truck! I have a dump truck! Dump truck! You have no dump truck! Dump truck! I've got a dump truck! I've got a dump truck I sit on! Dump truck! I sit on dump truck! Dump truck! I like that. Wait a second! So that's what that was! You see, there's a game called... I think it's one of those Clone Wars games, where you can enter a G code and you get that song. I never knew, or at least I never transferred that is the ending song to, I think, Empire Strikes Back? It's the last Star Wars one. Don't ask me. Episode 6 at least. I can't say it's the last one because they're making new ones. It will be incredibly silly to say it's the last one if there are more in the making. These guys are great. They actually had a very good ambush setup.
Requesting air support.
You know, they could have made that a robotic voice. It would have worked so well. Because the idea is that it's an automated message. So it would make a lot more sense if a robot was like, need air support, send in air support, coordinates
Let's see them
sent.
communicate now.
Let's see them excommunicate now. I always like saying that because it's stupid. Yeah, the helicopter's just like chilling out. He's like, yeah, see ya. Wait, that's everything. Well, then we'll just do Fender Bender. And maybe we'll see another dump truck. It's a TK dump truck. Fucking Ewoks. Jesus Christ, those Ewoks just... I hate them. Like, a lot of people are like, the original trilogy has some flaws, but the Ewoks are just horrible from a story perspective. I mean, the implication is that a bunch of stupid monkey people can defeat an incredibly powerful and wealthy empire. How the hell does that empire keep any power whatsoever if it can get overthrown by monkeys? What does that say about their R&D department? What does it say about their quality assurance if monkeys can defeat everything they... What the... Oh, it's a mobile radar outpost. Cool. You see, the way I know it's a mobile radar outpost is because there's nothing out here. Clever girl.
There he goes. Can't get a clear shot.
That guy just keeps rolling. See you on the flip side. Whee! I hate mobile radars. There's only 30 of them, but just like the silos, they're just annoying to find, apparently. Captain Ness! Oh, man. If I'm ever gonna do Earthbound, or Earthbound 2, Mother 3, I'm definitely calling that PSI Boopin'. PSI Boopin'. And there's 4 levels, and I know exactly what to call them. PSI Boopin', PSI Boopin' Burst, PSI Boopin' Blitz, and PSI Boopin' Blizzard. Because that's sexy talk. I still wonder what that's supposed to represent. It looks like a birdman hanging from a cliff. Or, oh no, it's a big tiger with a claw. Or something. It's Boopin'. That's what matters.
Some of the government goons are merely irritating, said Adu, but some make my blood boil. This particular lieutenant, Sicko Gusti, has made a point to mess with my business. So, I will stick him where it hurts most. His prize-winning car collection. I want you to destroy all of these cars that he holds so dear, just to spite the bastard.
Ah, shit. I got some Pringle dust in my... Why does this guy keep his cars in a military base where everything can blow up and bullets are flying loose?
This is the place. Now, scrap those shiny darlings and put tears in his eyes.
Now listen. I like tears and eyes as much as the next guy. But I have my reservations.
1 down and 2 to go. Excellent work, Scorpio.
Hey, this man can count. You know when you're dealing with a very powerful and smart organization when they can count.
You there? He got away.
Good, Sedadu. Only 1 left now.
Look at this guy. He can count down like a champion. I bet you he won 10 math spelling bees. Spell the following number.
You there?
Good job, Sir Dadu. Smashing work.
You're not a Brit. You can't say smashing. But that cleans up the island. Oh, there's actually one more settlement. I'll see you there. You know, here's another problem that I have with the whole Endor thing. Why would you build the Death Star in a location where you do not have complete control? The fact that Ewoks exist implies that their building of the shield generator is a haphazard activity that no one thought through in any way, shape, or form. It very strongly implies that no one thought through to put in, like, at least put it in a secure location. How do you expect the rebels to be able to destroy the Death Star with a shield generator placed on an Empire homeworld? Why did they have to build it in secret? From who? The rebels already know. Why? The whole setup is just weird, and it only really works if the Empire is a democracy or possesses. Like, the rebels are not just rebels. They don't work inside the Empire. They're their own entire faction. If the rebels were, like, internal, it would make sense to build it somewhere remote. But the rebels are shown to be just people with their own home planets. It doesn't work. It only really works if Luke Skywalker's still an Empire civilian. Or something like that. I don't know. But again, it's probably not the point, but it could have been done better. But I like having a really important planet defended, just to show that look at how good these people are. How devoted to their cause. They're willing to rush into danger. Then, hey, look, it's monkey people solving the problem. Like, the Ewoks have no build-up whatsoever. They're just sort of there. And then they decide to help out for no specific reason other than, hey, we can help out. We're monkeys. We can do stuff. I don't like that at all. I really don't like Ewoks. From a plot perspective, they are cheap as it gets. They're like, oh, we actually need more than 2 people solving this problem. And the way to fix it was just to toss in a bunch of marketable monkeys. Then again, the point is often made that George Lucas had way too much creative control. I agree. The guy is a fucking idiot when it comes to making movies. If you give him the control to actually make the movie. But he's really good at getting some of the assets set up right. Like, he has some potential, because if you make a good movie, it means that every single component in some way, shape, or form works. So he had something. I don't know what it is. But he tossed it away when he was given full control. But you know what they say is that the best creativity comes from restriction. And I agree with that. Like, I get the idea that George Lucas had no idea where to take the movies to begin with. Like, all of that was with other people. They had the ideas, they had the scripts, and George Lucas decided to piss them off, saying, I'm the boss! And they said, fuck you, Lucas. We're out of here. I'm taking my 20-page another radar installation. Really? I know they say, when in Rome. When in Rome. Jesus Christ, this is wacky. I don't know. I shouldn't be the one to complain about this. I'm not a good opinionated person. I don't watch the movies all that much. I haven't watched them at all. All I know is that the movies are about adventure, and there's a lot of points where you can just start sensing that someone who doesn't know what he's doing was given the power to make a decision that he should not have made. That might not even be in Lucas. But I can damn as well tell you that the credits for that movie were given to the wrong person. Like, Star Wars isn't an end-all movie at all. From a lot of perspective, it's fucking junk food movie. But it's a good junk food movie. A really good movie for what the quality is expected. It's like if you went to McDonald's instead of getting one of those sloppy burgers, you got a burger that's like fit for a king. What the fuck is this? Oh yeah, it's him. Because, you know, he sets up his base whenever he goes places. It's a pretty damn good movie. It steals a lot of its elements, but you know what they say, if you're going to steal from the best, and steal in a way that's good. And that's what makes it such a good movie. Is because it does a lot of things right. It's not a deep movie. It's not a smart movie, but it's a good movie. And again, the wrong person probably got the credits for it. Just like I decided to throw myself off a building. But smart people can make really stupid decisions. No, you're not. You are not going out on the flank. Oh my god, did I miss something? What are these things? Yep,
It's a tough job.
again,
But somebody-
shouldn't take my opinion. I should just cut that out. That's fucking... Like, I don't like cutting out stuff that I say, but at some point I'm like, you know, that's not really relevant, and it's just gonna make people angry when I'm not making my videos for that purpose. I made that Dark Souls 2 Orion video because I wanted to show that I disagree with some of the decisions made. I've been playing co-op, it's much easier and fun, but that is such a massive problem. Because, again, it shows it was made for the wrong reasons, and the wrong philosophies were held. Because the previous Soul games are perfectly playable by yourself. And then that happened. That disgusting little disaster that I will not give anything. I still say it's good, mechanically speaking. Dark Souls 2 is a very good game. It's just that the application is so bad that it makes me sad. A lot of potential. It's not a bad game, it's a disappointing game. You know what they say, it's much easier to make a disappointing game than it is to make a bad game. Because disappointing means that you have to ramp that thing up to 12. But yeah, I guess next time we could either explore some more, or do a mission. Either way, I'm Sweaty Palms McGee's hijacking boats. I like how casually he does that.
We have hostiles in the area. Sending all available units.
Boat murder! Boat murder! Murdering people on boats! Do you like boat murder? Well, you can murder boats too! With our brand new boat murder kit. Aim your boat murder device at a boat. Press and hold the button that says pull the trigger. Watch the boat go boom. I do hate how I'm gonna lose this parachute when I decide to quit. But that'll happen when it happens. How many percentages? At least one. Because we got 50. Bingo!